It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they come into this game having won 3 straight, looking to make it 4. We'll see if they can get it done. And we're in the era of the point guard, one of the best here tonight in Damian Lillard. Kenny, how is he able to score so well at his size?
Lightning quick, on and off the ball. So that's difficult to guard. And when you're a deadly shooter in the clutch, what else do you need, Ernie?
Ernie, for the second time in this game's history, I'm going to give Kenny another compliment.
Oh, man.
He reminds me of Kenny because he needs very little room to get off his shot. And he finishes at a high rate in traffic, just like Mr. Smith over there.
Oh, I'll pass it
Didn't
inside
get
the
that shot
shack
off.
then. I'll pass it inside the shack, and you know what happens there.
Rejected.
Nope, passed inside to the big fella for the dunk.
Here's Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
I gave you another compliment. Well,
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Look at Portland. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Yeah, and they look like a squad that's enjoying playing together. I love what I'm seeing from them in terms of that chemistry these past few days, and playing well and winning games will do that for you.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. And featuring 2 of the best bigs in the league, Brent, how impactful is the center position now compared to the way it used to be?
Well, one of the things that I think people are still dealing with is just how divergently different the center position has become in the game. And to think that these guys, in what they're asked to do, has just as much importance of the Patrick Ewings, the Akeem Olajuwons, the low post, big-time scorers back to the basket. The modern-day center, Kevin, isn't doing that. It's a roll-to-the-basket, rim protection game, and there are some elite ones doing it now.
Wired a little bit differently than guys of the past.
They have to be. On top of that, some of the teams are even asking those players, obviously, to step out and shoot the three-point shot. So modern-day game, modern-day play.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Jazz. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the center filling out the middle. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Mitchell against McCollum. Lillard outside. Passes it to Aminu. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from McCollum and another 3 for Portland.
That's a pretty release on the shot by McCollum. Just one of the reasons why he's become so confident from behind the arc.
Rubio dishes to Favors. Aminu against Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
Well, it's not a secret that the strength of this ball club is in the backcourt. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, these are one of the better pairings in the league in terms of their scoring, playmaking, and devastation that they can provide on the offensive end. Unfortunately, it has not gotten them to the point where they've gotten enough complementary players to go as far as they would like in the postseason.
Now here's McCollum. He had 28 points in the win against Atlanta. Ingles passes to Favors. Mitchell outside. Off target from three-point range. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And as great as the backcourt is for the Blazers, Brent, they know they need to add more.
Yeah, Evan Turner himself has said that we need more than just Dame and CJ, and the team has lacked a third scoring option for quite some time. So the general manager said the roster is a work in progress, so we'll see if they can make some kind of changes to put them over the hump.
Here's Ingles after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And that one's good by Favors.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Three-pointer, Lillard. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Mitchell with it. Now defended by McCollum. Back to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Over McCollum. Again, Mitchell missing.
Yeah, a bit of a tough start here at 1 for 4.
To the middle. Here's Aminu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Aminu's got his first 2 points of the night. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Knocked away. Mitchell passes to Favors. The wide open look here for Ingles. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Mitchell. McCollum finds Aminu. And another 3 for Portland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Rubio. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Minnesota.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Lillard against Rubio. Now, here's Lillard, guarded closely. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. To the inside. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Aminu dishes to Lillard. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell, and again it's Utah. Trailblazers leading by 5. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Aminu with it. Favors picks him up. Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Jazz have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Mitchell passes to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Aminu against Favors. And it's good, 2 points. Favors has got 6. Here's McCollum. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Harkless. Lillard outside. Fires from 18. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
Now here's Gobert. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Lets a floater go. And Mitchell with the layup. And now just a 1-point Portland lead.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
3-pointer Lillard. Again the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-5 run here.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Turner's subbed in for Harkless. And Utah also making a switch. Korver's checked in. Now here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Gobert against Collins. And Gobert kicks to Korver. McCollum against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Curry's checked in for Lillard. Utah also making some changes. Udo comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Jay Crowder's subbed in for Derek Favors. Now here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact break in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Portland. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Utah Jazz, just a few spots below there.
And seeing where Utah is, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
It's got to be frustrating for them so far this year. Anytime it's appeared that they're ready to break out, they suffered some sort of regression, and it has them stuck right there in the middle of the standings.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Crowder. They get it back. Udo, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Ricky Rubio. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Mitchell passes to Rubio. Jazz passing it around. Leonard with the steal. Down low. Here's Turner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
This is where Turner impresses you with his strength, able to take a little bit of a hit before finishing.
And Rubio kicks to Udo. Korver dishes to Mitchell. Takes the 3 and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
And yes, it's good.
Turner does a good job of just winding his way and burrowing to the rim. And a good job finishing down low.
Rubio the pass to Udo. And here's Korver from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And Evan Turner again. Now it's just a 3-point Jazz lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Mitchell kicks to Udo. Korver passes to Rubio. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. His first shot coming late. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Turner looking around. Leonard against Crowder. And it's Leonard missing. Jazz leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's good. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Up top, Curry, covered by Rubio. Rubio against Curry. And there's the foul. It'll go on Udo. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. A three from Leonard. They get it back.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. One of the most lethal scorers in the game, All-Star Damian Lillard, talks about why confidence is big for him.
I like a challenge. I love being here, and I feel like, you know, if I have the confidence in myself that I say I have, then we could bring in some guys that can get better, and we can build something from here on out. Same thing happened with Golden State. You know, nobody talked about Golden State 4 years ago.
And the Blazers, Greg, disappointed with last year's first-round defeat, but they've assembled some nice talent.
And like he said, we've seen teams jump into title contention more quickly than expected in the past.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
They've got Collins. Evan Turner is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Stauskas in at the shooting guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Thank you, G.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Curry can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 3. O'Neal with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. For 3, Stauskas connects from three-point range. Stauskas has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Utah has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Back to Mitchell. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Turner kicks to Stauskas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships, where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio. That was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Free throw good, Stauskas. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so he hits both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Mitchell passes to Udo. Now, here is O'Neal. He's guarded closely. Outside Korver. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Out of hand on it. Here's Stauskas, guarded by O'Neal. Rejected by Crowder. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Reese Harkless comes in for Turner. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Udoh. And it's Joe Ingles in for Kyle Korver. Utah's on defense. Outside Curry. The pass to Harkless. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Aminu. Ingles covering. Aminu with the bucket. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. O'Neal kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Stauskas. He's got 5. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
For the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Nick Stauskas. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry. And Utah also making a switch. Derek Favors checked in for Crowder. Harkless finds McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Two shots.
Free throw good, McCollum. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
The coaches got to keep their focus, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
Now here's Gobert. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go, and Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. defense, Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing, Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Favors. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
And so here's Portland. They trail by 3. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Ingles with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. There's the dish to O'Neal. Lillard against Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Nurkic. And there's another one for the Jazz. Trailblazers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Aminu against Favors. And Aminu kicks to McCollum. And nothing is falling for him right now. Jazz leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Mitchell, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Mitchell's got 24.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's McCollum. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
Now, here's Ingles. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Harkless with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Lillard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Mitchell. A 29-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Favors. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here from past the arc. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Jazz. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum outside. Kicks it to Lillard. Shoots over Rubio. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Rubio dishes to Mitchell. Goes up to the stripe, and he drops that one in. Mitchell's got 26.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Now here's Harkless. Ingles covering. Back to McCollum. The tray. Portland keeps it going with the new shot clock. Gobert with the block. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose. And I love the energy on this play.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the 3 ball is good. McCollum's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Rubio the pass to Mitchell. Over Lillard. And it's Mitchell missing.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
And they can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Turner in for Maurice Harkless. And Utah also making a switch. Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Turner against Korver. Lets the 3 fly. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now, here's Nurkic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. He hits good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Lillard. Utah with the ball. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
First one falls for the Trailblazers. Collins checked in for Nurkic, and it's Seth Curry in for C.J. McCollum. Udo's checked in for Utah. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. Both good from the line that time. Here's Lillard. He's got 11. Outside Curry. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Lillard. 5 on the clock, and Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. .103 left in the first half. Stolen by Rubio.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position. And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
And he makes the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Portland, Seth Curry. At the line for 2.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Curry. And both free throws good for Curry.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Rubio outside. Pass to Crowder. Now here's Udo. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard. Rubio misses. And here is Curry. Over in the corner, Lillard fires the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
Just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 30 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
High above downtown Portland, you get the great idea of the beauty of the city, folks. Welcome back, everyone, to the Pacific Northwest. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
And Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Rubio in at the point guard. Now, here's Rubio. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Ingles, defended by Harkless. Rubio finds Gobert, just 4 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Gobert's got the first field goal of the second half for the Jazz.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
A 3 from McCollum. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Now, here's Mitchell. Doubled by McCollum. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Portland has possession. Trailblazers trail by 3. Now Lillard. He's got 11. And it's Aminu in the corner. Count it. Aminu's got 9.
Well, as a defender, you know Aminu's going to be spotted up in catch-and-shoot situations. It's one of his specialties.
Lillard against Rubio. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Now, here's Rubio. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Mitchell against McCollum. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 32 points.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. And he gets the bucket.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
They get a hand on it. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And here are the Trailblazers now after the basket by Utah and the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. O'Neal's check in for Mitchell. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Passes it to Ingles. Back to O'Neal. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Utah lead.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The feed now to Nurkic. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the shot is good. For Utah, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. O'Neal kicks to Gobert. Dishes it to Rubio. O'Neal passes to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Ingles finds Gobert. Kicks it out to Rubio. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Inside, here's McCollum. And that one is off. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Rubio the pass to Favors. Basket counts. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Three-pointer, Lillard, good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Rubio against Lillard, and there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. O'Neal inside, covered by Lillard. Clock at 6. Ingles against Lillard. Ingles can't get it to go.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And for Jusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Here's Lillard. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And stolen by Favors. McCollum against O'Neal. To the wing right side. Rubio against Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from free throw range. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And again, it's Portland converting. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Rubio. Back to O'Neal. Baseline try. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Evan Turner, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Korver comes in for Joe Ingles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Turner against Corver. Fires it up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Turner. Corver with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Jazz passing it around. He kicks it to Gobert. Rubio taking his time here. Lets it go with the 3. And Kyle Korver gets the 3. Korver's got 9.
That's Corver's game right there. When that 3 ball is dropping, he is really, really dangerous. And it drops often.
Outside Turner. To the paint. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. Udo's checked in for Utah.
One shot, find the lanes.
And that one misses.
Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, he acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Here's Curry after the basket by Utah. McCollum, no good. And Rubio kicks to O'Neal. Curry with some nice D. Portland trailing here. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like what he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. It also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
The pass to Rubio. Back to Crowder. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 8 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Leonard kicks to McCollum. Back to Leonard. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Now here's Collins. He's got 7. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
The Trailblazers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And Leonard, no good on that one.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times. You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
And the rejection by Udo. And he gets it back.
Looking now at the numbers for McCollum. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's putting up about 21 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
That one is off. And he sinks the second.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Rubio finds Crowder. Outside Korver. Pass to Rubio. From deep. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to McCollum. Back to Turner. It's deflected. Mitchell against McCollum. Mitchell passes to Udo. McCollum against Mitchell. Jazz passing it around from outside the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 6 assists in the game. And so Curry will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Leonard. Back to McCollum. And Crowder comes up to help. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And Utah has possession. McCollum against Mitchell. Outside Leonard. And here's McCollum for 3. He can't get that one to fall. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Rubio against Curry. And Rubio kicks to Udo. The pass to Crowder. Rubio outside. On the wing, Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. No good there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Jazz lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Collins is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Curry in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard. Utah with the rebound.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Count the basket.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Turner against Korver. McCollum finds Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And still trying to polish this side of his game up. Leonard looking very comfortable on that move.
Has to Gobert. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Rubio with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now here's McCollum. A 3 from Leonard. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game. And they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And here's Rubio. Myers Leonard getting it to go from deep. Gobert the pass to Korver. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Portland. Reese Harkless comes in for Turner. And a switcher also for Utah. Favors is checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. To the paint, here's Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 41.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's Aminu in the corner. Curry kicks to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Utah with the rebound. Favors got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. The jump hook. Gobert can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Harkless. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Myers Leonard, and Lillard subbed in for Curry. And it's tied up with that one. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Gobert kicks to Korver. On the wing, Mitchell. Harkless comes with a double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Rubio against Lillard. He kicks to Aminu. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Well, it's been a few years that defenses have challenged Aminu to take that shot. They may think twice tonight after seeing that.
Now, here's Rubio. Back to Korver. Fires for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's McCollum on the wing. And the basket by Lillard. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, we could be having one of those nights where he becomes the one-man show for his ball club. You just don't need to tell him to keep scoring. He'll do it.
Now, here's Mitchell. Up top, Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Rubio dishes to Gobert. Korver passes to Favors. Here's Gobert. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers leading by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And here's Rubio after the 3-pointer from Mo Harkless. Outside Korver. To halt the run. That one's not going to go. And it's Portland the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Harkless slams it in.
And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
And the Jazz call time here.
Obviously, Damian Lillard is the type of player who can carry an offense, ball in his hands at all times, and he can pick and choose where it is that he wants to spot up on the floor, manipulate a pick and roll, and just start to get devastating in terms of getting to the rim and mixing up some coverages for the defense.
Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Lillard. He feeds it to Harkless. Down low. Here's McCollum. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Now, here's Ingles. Kicks it out to Rubio. Over Aminu. Another miss by Utah.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Harkless. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
Harkless hits them both. Rubio with it. To the middle. They can use a bucket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting for Utah, Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. McCollum outside. Over Mitchell. And he overshot that one, missing.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
And the basket by Rubio.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lillard finds McCollum. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's good. 23 points for Damian Lillard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Lillard, pass to Nurkic, poked loose. McCollum outside. Pass to Aminu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 8th assist in the game. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Favors inside. He's covered by Aminu. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Now, here's Aminu. Great D that time from Favors.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Rubio against Lillard. The drive by Rubio. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Lillard against Rubio. And the pass to Harkless. Kicks it to Nurkic. Lillard against Rubio. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
First one falls for him.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the 4th quarter.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Rubio. And right on target. Good. Here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Gobert against Nurkic. McCollum dishes to Aminu. He kicks it to Harkless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. Derek Favors with the rebound. Mitchell against McCollum. From 11 feet away, it'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket for Mitchell.
That's what you want to work for, a high percentage look from deep.
Lillard, bounce pass. Out to the right wing. It's over Rubio. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Lillard. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. Passes to Harkless. Rebound, Utah.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Favors can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 6. Goes up at the stripe, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 31 points for C.J. McCollum. Here's Mitchell. 54 seconds left to play here in the 4th, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Rubio left side. Feeds to Favors. And stolen by Lillard. Inside, Aminu. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Seth Curry comes in for McCollum. And Turner's subbed in for Lillard.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Aminu.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Here's O'Neal. It's good.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Turner kicks to Leonard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Udo. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for two.
Shooting for Portland, Myers Leonard. 2 shots.
2 shot.
Gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 11. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Crowder feeling it out a bit. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
At the line for the Jazz, Jay Crowder. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And that one's good. Mitchell Long.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.